He can hear me. He can see me. Yep. Yes. Awesome. 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 Good stuff. So far, we're off to a better start than last week. This is cool. So awesome. So good to have you guys on board. Welcome to what do we call this? Let's call it Terrific Tuesday. Terrific Tuesday. We'll call it that. Anyway, so yeah, officially welcome to Tuesday's recognition webinar. Tonight, man, we're going to be recognizing someone super, super awesome. Just a truly awesome dude, serving our country, kicking butt, taking names. And oh, by the way, on top of serving our country, he's also building a pretty significant business, which is really, really cool. So we'll bring on our secret guest very shortly. But guys, do me a favor. Do me a favor. If this is your first time here, very first time in the Now Lifestyle Conference Room, and you guys are watching this or checking this out for the very first time, do me a favor, just drop a comment below and let me know, so that way we can welcome you, give you a shout out, and say hey. But glad to have everybody here. And as always, guys, do me a favor, make sure that you guys have a pen and a notebook and some paper, a napkin, toilet paper, paper towel. I don't really care. Just go find something to write on and get ready to take some notes. But hey, Rosalind, it's your first time here. Renika, it is your first time here too. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Really awesome to have you guys here. Welcome to the Tuesday recognition webinars. And just as a reminder too, in case this is your only webinar that you're watching this week, make sure that you guys tune in every single Monday night for the A-Team, Adam and Ashley Rieker, at 9 o'clock Eastern time on Mondays. Tomorrow, Wednesday night, it's father and son duo, Richard and John Weberg, at 8 o'clock Eastern. And then Thursday, stay tuned for Janet Legere on Thursdays at 8 o'clock Eastern time. All week long, guys, we drop value, and we like to help you guys win and succeed in your business. So cool. Without any further ado, let's get this party started. You guys want to bring up our guest tonight? You guys want to hear from this fine young lad and hear how he's rocking his NLS business? Everybody ready? Carrie's ready. Fails is ready. Carlos is ready. Anybody else? Renika's ready. Awesome. We got the newbie. They're ready to rock. Everybody's ready. All right, cool. So my man, Austin, why don't you hit the talk now button? Come on up and show us your face. Come say hi, and let's drop some value, shall we? There he is. There's a secret guest.
Hey, everybody. What's up, Daniel?
How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. We're going to blow ourselves up here a little bit. So I can see you, so that's good. You got a little more light headed your way.
Try to work on it for you.
Awesome. All right. Cool, man. So listen, before we even get started, I just want to say thank you for your service. Thank you for doing what you do each and every day and protecting our country, man. Awesome stuff.
Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you for your support.
Awesome. So what's really, I want everybody to know this right now before we even get started with our webinar, before we get going here. You are in another part of the world. See, I'm here in Derry, New Hampshire. So right now it's 9 o'clock at night. Most people that are watching this obviously there's some people from, other parts of the world, but most people are watching from within the US, which is cool. But it's always nice to see other people watching from, other parts of the world. But you are, wherever you're at, what time is it right now? Like 4 a.m.?
Yeah, 4 a.m.
Damn, son. That is early. Early. Yeah, look, we got someone saying it's 1:04 in the morning. It's just crazy. It's crazy. That's why I love doing these webinars, man. You never know where somebody is. They could be from, all over the world and kind of doing their thing. So, so hopefully your picture is coming in a little choppy. I don't know if that's the, your internet connection or what, but I can see you perfectly fine, but it just kind of skips every now and then. But either way,
okay.
Your volume is perfectly fine, so we're good there.
Alrighty. Yeah, it says I have full connection, so.
All right, we'll run with it, man. We'll run with it and see what happens. So, Austin, man, do us all a favor here. Just let me know, let us know what made you, want to build a business online. What made you look at this opportunity and say, this is something I want to do?
Yeah, of course. So let me kind of get into my online business story here for you guys.
Sure.
So I've been trying to build an online business for about 5 years now. I got started with a health and wellness MLM back in the day. Didn't know anything about online business. I didn't know people were building an income online. So here's what I got. So I failed miserably, right? That didn't work out.
I've been there.
I joined the no friends list, talked to everyone, but it changed my life at the same time because it made me realize that residual income is possible. I fell in love with personal development, and I actually fell in love with marketing as a whole. I ended up, after that, I was like, you know what, I want to go get a marketing degree. So I'm like 3 classes away from that as well. So I'm doing that as well.
So let me get this straight here. Let me get this straight.
Yeah.
You're overseas somewhere serving our country. You're going to school to get a marketing degree, and you're building an online business at the same time?
Yes, sir.
For anybody that's watching this that has the bullshit excuse of, I don't have the time, just stop. Y'all can stop fooling yourselves right now if you're going to sit here and say, I don't have the time. This dude's over here building a business, going to school, and serving our country all at the same time. It can be done. It can be done. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off, but everyone just needs to step out of their own way sometimes. You need to get out of your own damn way, because sometimes we're our own worst enemies. Oh, I don't have time for that. Please, come on. Anyway, moving on.
All right. So I still had this in the back of my mind that I wanted to build an online business. So actually last year I came back to try again. And I think you might have been involved as well a year and a half ago with this same company. I got involved, spent a massive amount of money on it. 3 months later, it was gone. It got shut down.
I know that feeling.
Yep. But I never really saw that as, I didn't let it shake my self-confidence, right? I knew I could get back after it. So here I am. I found Now Lifestyle. It takes 2 things I love. It takes the marketing and it takes the fitness. So it was a perfect match for me.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So, how did you end up coming across Now Lifestyle? Was it like an ad? Did you hear about it? What led you in?
Yeah, so I was actually looking at Igor K-Fits, the solo ad guy.
Yep.
He has on his website, he has different companies that he recommends, and Now Lifestyle was the first one. So I was like, all right, what's Now Lifestyle?
Okay.
Why is he recommending it so highly? So I looked into it. Sure enough, it's a fitness company, health and fitness. So I love that. So, and then the comp plan was amazing. So
awesome. Yeah, it's nice getting paid. But all right, cool. So you did some research. You had some online experience before, and obviously it didn't end up going too well. And I think many of us, I've seen some comments below that, we're all been in a similar boat where we've spent lots of money. Some I care not to admit how much, but obviously you saw the business opportunity. You saw that it was going to fit your needs. You jumped in. What are some things that you did right off the bat to get started? How did you get your business moving?
Yeah, so I signed up, got an email from Joel. It said, go here, create my account. Created my account, and sure enough, there was a video that said, start here for your success. Watched that video, very straightforward. Clicked here if I want to build a business, did that, and then step by step from there. So that was the first thing I did, watch those videos. Next thing I did is just, connect with the Facebook group, the lead capture system. The next day after joining, I did the NLS University, so I went ahead and got all in.
Now, real quick,
And then,
you got started day two. Day two, you literally decided to go all in, take all your chips and push them across the table and go all in. Which, don't get me wrong, I think that's a smart move. But what made you make that decision to go all in? Why did you invest in NLS University?
I love learning. I knew there was going to be valuable information in there. The discount, when you join, there's a discount for a short amount of time, so I didn't want to miss out on that short period of time. And yeah, it doesn't hurt to be, available to get those $1,000 commissions going forward either.
Again, money's nice, right? So that's good. Obviously, so you saw the value in not just getting the commissions, which again is great, but you also saw the value in the education inside the university as well, which I think is awesome.
Absolutely. Yes,
cool.
Sir.
So you got all in, and then you set up your lead capture system. What'd you do from there? What'd you do to kind of get it moving?
Yeah, so that same day, I actually purchased my first guaranteed paid signups, which I had never heard of that before. Like I was telling you, that's new to me that you can just purchase paid signups. That's awesome. So that's what I did the very next day. And then those started rolling in that same week. And then that first week I was on the leaderboard. So that was pretty cool.
Dude, so, I mean, let's just call it what it is. You saw the opportunity, you signed up, now a lot of people get confused at this point. Sometimes people will, it's almost like it's like that, I don't want to say buyer's remorse, but it's like when people come on board, they're just going so fast. And people post this in the Facebook group all the time, the Now Lifestyle Facebook group. Hey, I just signed up. Help. I have no idea what to do. It's like when you logged in, you actually clicked on the link that says start here. And then you started. So you went through, you set up your lead capture system. You went all in, which is a very, very smart move. And then you started getting guaranteed paid signups, which again is another smart move. And in your same first week, you land on the leaderboard. Like, dude, how cool is that?
Yeah, it wasn't difficult. Like, I just followed the steps, It didn't take me away from what I'm doing here for my country. It didn't take me away from school. So I'm loving it.
Awesome. So since then, like, what are some things that you're doing on the day-to-day? Are you still getting guaranteed paid signups? Are you getting leads or solo ads, or how are you continuing to fuel your business? Because I mean, since that first week, I've seen you on the leaderboard many times, which I think is awesome. So it wasn't just a one-shot deal. Now you're actually being consistent. So what are some things that you're doing as far as consistency goes?
Yeah. So guys, I've been in just over a month in this, and every Sunday I do those same guaranteed signups. That's one thing I'm doing over and over again. Every Sunday I buy 10 of those. And let's see, I do have an email list that I email daily. So those are two things that I'm doing to promote my business.
Awesome. So you're consistently getting guaranteed paid signups. You're not just doing it once and then hoping that people make you rich. You're doing it consistently each and every week, which is awesome. And then on top of that, you're also emailing your list, which is cool too. So I think the daily emailing of your list is just awesome, because that just breeds consistency. And the more consistent you are, the better results you're going to have, plain and simple. Awesome. So, do me a favor, like as you're bringing on these guaranteed paid signups, when people land in your holding tank, obviously that's going to be a really, really cool, really special feeling. What are some things that you do to get connected with those guaranteed paid signups? Like, how do you get them plugged into your world? How do you help them get their business going?
Yeah, so I do. As soon as I get a new sign up, as soon as possible, right? I get an email. I shoot this person an email right back saying hi, introducing myself, letting them know who I am, letting them know that they also should have received an email from Joel with their login. You know, very simple steps. Go here, log in, watch these videos. I do that. I send a Facebook message. And then once I get back to the States, you all, if you can send them a text as well, I'm sure people would respond to a text over an email.
Yep. Now, obviously,
so I can't do that right.
I was going to say, where you are, we
back.
don't really have the ability to do that.
Yeah, the phone's shut down right now. But once I get back, I will be.
Awesome. Awesome. When are you coming back?
I'll be back in January to Destin, Florida, if there's anyone around there.
Awesome. I'm sure we got tons of people in Florida for sure. Yeah. Awesome. So, I mean, you get a sign up, you get them in your holding tank. You're sending them emails, personalized emails, which is really, really cool. Introducing, them to who you are, which obviously it makes it personal. And then you're connecting with them on Facebook too, right?
I am. Yes, sir.
Awesome. Awesome. So how is that? I mean, I would imagine when you actually get a response from them, when you're able to physically connect with them, I would imagine their results are much, much better. And even your results are much, much better versus just like if you were to be hands off and not do anything.
Exactly. Yeah. I think just me connecting with them shows them that I'm a real person, right? So there are real people in this with them. There's someone that's willing to connect with them and go with them on this. I think that's a big part of it. I think that'll lead to them taking more action for themselves.
Awesome. Awesome. So you mentioned personal development when we first got going. So obviously with being in other businesses, and I think you mentioned about 5 years or so, you've kind of been dabbling with, having your own business and those sorts of things. Now, obviously being in it and wanting results, and trust me, I know, like I got first bit by the MLM bug when I was about 22, 23 years old. So I always had a vested interest and I always had a passion for network marketing. And I always had I always wanted it really, really bad, but I just never got the damn results that I wanted until recently, until in like the last couple of years. So along those ways, I'm sure you've had a lot of not just challenges with your business, but I'm sure you've had a lot of mental challenges too with just that struggle to keep going, to keep pushing forward, to keep going after something. So what are some things that you do on the day-to-day or on the week-to-week? What are some things that you do? What are you into in order to stay positive, in order to focus on those things and focus on your goals and your vision and everything else?
Yeah, I love that question. Thanks, Daniel. So personal development is I love personal development. So every day I try and listen or read to an hour of audiobooks, books. I prefer audiobooks now because it doesn't take me away from what I'm already doing. With a book, I got to take that time away from what I'm doing, but I still love books if I get a chance, but audiobooks are my thing now. So let's see. On this topic, let me first give thanks to my wife, because anytime you lose a pretty large sum of money, she could have easily said, all right, that's it. You're done trying to build these businesses.
Yep.
But she never did that. Hey, she kept believing in me. So I give a big thanks to her.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Yeah, but as far as some books, I would definitely recommend. I'm listening to one called Cybernetics right now. That's a great one for anyone out there looking for a good one.
This is a point where people hopefully are taking notes.
Yeah, Cybernetics.
Awesome. So yeah, I know.
But yeah, I always am trying to develop my mindset to be unshakable, I guess you could say.
Yep. So what was that title again? Cybernetics?
Cybernetics.
Okay. Do you know the author?
I can look on my audiobook right now.
Yeah, I mean, just drop that in there when you get a chance, because I know we got somebody asking for that. I know for me, I'm definitely more of an audiobook type of person. And I think even like a couple of years ago when I was still driving to a job, I mean, I had an hour commute south and an hour commute back every single day. So it was easier for me when I was really getting into that zone, it was easier for me to just throw it on while I'm driving, while I'm sitting in traffic. It was just easy for me to absorb that information then, than trying to force it in, coming home, spending time with family and doing that sort of thing. So I definitely prefer the audiobooks, and especially for those of you guys that do get into the audiobooks. I know that I really enjoy the versions where the author themselves actually narrates their own book. I just think it's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good ones. Think and Grow Rich, but yeah.
Yep.
Let's separate, you have to separate developing your mindset from taking action though as well. Cause I got stuck in a period of time where that's all I was doing was studying and trying to develop myself to where I wasn't taking action. So there has to be a fine line between the two.
Yep. I think honestly, Austin, you just brought up an awesome point. And a lot of times, so many people, they get stuck in just the info overwhelm circle where they watch video after video after video after video. And here's a newsflash, guys. Here's a newsflash. Watching videos doesn't make you money. Taking action makes you money. So to Austin's point, exactly what he did, which was day 2, you went all in with your business and then you got guaranteed paid signups, which is a great way to jumpstart your business. You took action. And then on the side, when you have free time, that's when you stay positive. You listen to personal development, you do those things. Yeah, Carlos is saying it here, income producing activities. Watching videos are not income producing activities. Taking action is an income producing activity. So great point. Great point. You got to have that separation from learning and doing.
Yep.
Awesome. Good stuff. So let me ask you this. There's a lot of people here that, either watch this or they watch the replay. And like I said, they're on the outside of the bubble looking in. This is, they're like, should I get started? Maybe they haven't gotten started yet. Or maybe they signed up, but they just haven't taken that action yet that we were just talking about. So what would your advice be to somebody that's on the outside looking in that hasn't taken that action yet? What would be your advice to them?
To go ahead and take that action. I think you can literally get started here for free. You can do a $10 a month. Like there's no reason to not at least get yourself in, take a look around. If it connects with you, great. But yeah, there's just such a low barrier that I don't see why not,
Yeah. Oops. Yeah, I mean, it's getting started is a lot more simple than people think. And again, of course, I truly get and I understand, as we all do, the folks that have taken action, you understand that it can be overwhelming because when you sign on the dotted line, you officially now have your own business. You are official independent business owner. So that can be a little overwhelming for people. And then they, could get buyer's remorse and be like, oh, geez, what did I get into? And then you look in the back office and there's all these tabs and buttons to click and everything else. But to your point, exactly what you had mentioned earlier is you click the link that says start here, follow the steps, take action, and get your business up and running. And what's awesome, man, is, you're living proof that works because you've been on the leaderboard many times. You've only been doing this, 30 plus days, right?
Yep, that's correct.
So you've only been doing this for, about a month and change. You've hit the leaderboard multiple times and your business is growing. You're making money with the system. And not only are you doing that, but you're also able to do it while you're going to school and while you're serving our country, which is just kick-ass, man. Just absolutely kick-ass. Love it.
Thank you.
You basically just took everybody's excuse and just wiped it right off the table.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be hard. Like, just get out of your own way and just take the simple actions and start building your team, your empire, Like, if it's important to you, you're going to get it done.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. I mean, obviously you mentioned, being big into personal development. You have a wife, which is awesome, and she's back home in Florida.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah, I would obviously imagine that would be a little, tough keeping that long distance thing going. But you got to do what you got to do. You got to protect and serve, and obviously, we get that, and we appreciate you for that. What What are some things that drive you? So ultimately, yeah, you saw the opportunity with Now Lifestyle. Yeah, you saw the opportunity with the business. But what is the why behind the why? Why are you really doing this?
Yeah, so that answer is very simple to me. And that just comes down to I'm obsessed with success. Like, I don't want to live an average life, you know? Like, we only get one shot at this thing. So, for the way I think about it is, hey, I'm going to give it all I got, because that's what, like, I'm obsessed with just doing the best I can. Be Obsessed or Be Average is a great book as well.
Yep. Was that Grant Cardone?
That's my why, is just that we're only going to get one shot at this thing called life, right? So I'm
Hmm.
going to do the best I can.
Yep. Gary Vaynerchuk says it all the time. You only get one. you know, Might as
Yeah.
well live it to your fullest. I love exactly what you just said there. It's like, you just don't want to be average. And I don't know. I don't like that, you know, either just being happy with what you got. I mean, obviously, yes, you want to be happy with the things that are around you, your family, your life, your home, and everything else like that. Sure, you want to be grateful for those things and be happy with those things. But at the same point, you also, I know for me, and I'm sure you feel the same way, where it's you could just coast along through life and just be average like everybody else, or you can, push and have an amazing life.
Yeah.
Things that you can pass down to generations and families and everything else like that. So I mean, that's a great push motivator, especially when you're, like some of us here, you're addicted to success.
Yeah. And then, other than my why, I have three core values for myself that I try and guide my decision, my life on. So I got faith, family, and freedom, my three F's. And this business is building my freedom. So it falls right in line with one of my core values. So it's perfect for me.
Awesome, awesome. I think that's good, man. The three F's, and that it's so many people, hopefully can just hear what you're saying and get some value out of that. To not only a lot of times we look to other things, people, places, companies, um, to find values, but you have your own um, core values, which is great. And I think hopefully people can just take a little piece of that with them tonight after hearing you. Maybe they can apply that. Maybe they can push themselves to even raise their standards, especially the folks that might be watching this that are like, oh, I want to do it, but I don't know if I have enough time. Whatever that excuse is, as we say all the time, insert excuse here. Um, and also, kind of to quote one of my favorite personal development guys, a guy named Jim Rohn, who
Oh,
hopefully you're familiar with, but a lot of people here are familiar with. And plain and simple, he says this: like, if what we're talking about tonight, guys, the results that Austin's getting, the motivation that he has, the drive that he has, the push why that he has. Jim Rohn says this: if you want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. And that
yep.
is the mic drop of all mic drops right there. Because plain and simple, when people sign up, if you want to create results, if you want to get the same results that Austin is getting, if you want to grow a business while you're off living your life and doing your thing, if you want it to happen, you'll find a way to do it. If not, you'll come up with an excuse as to why it doesn't work. It's that simple.
Yeah.
That simple. So, any other thoughts or words of wisdom for anybody watching this? Anyone that's our viewers now, or anybody that is thinking about getting started, or anything that you want to share with the world of Now Lifestyle here?
Yeah, I would just say now's the time, guys. Like, connect with me if you want, even if I'm not your sponsor. Go ahead and reach out to me. Let's build this thing together. You guys have already, hopefully, you've heard Joel's vision. Like, he wants this is going to be a monster of a program. Like, he wants this to be around for decades. Why not start building now? Why not set yourself apart and build your empire that'll pay you and your family for decades to come?
Absolutely, absolutely. So listen, man, I know it's it's probably 4:30 in the morning where you are, which is just crazy. I can't comprehend doing a webinar at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's just nuts to me. But really, really appreciate you taking time out of your day, getting up early just for us here at Now Lifestyle. But I mean, hats off to you, man. Awesome, awesome job with your success in such a short amount of time. Love seeing you on the leaderboard. Hopefully, we'll see you there every single day and every single week, every single month. But guys, if you thought that Austin dropped some value tonight or this morning, depending on where and when you're watching this, but if you guys thought that he dropped some value, do me a favor, just throw him some applause down below, throw a little love down there for him and let him know that you guys thought he did a great job. But yeah, awesome job, man. Just so proud of you coming on board right off the bat and just getting results as quickly as you are. Obviously, those comments coming in, man.
Those A's are good things?
Yeah, that's that's the conference room version of applause. That's like the electronic applause.
Thank you, guys. Hey, I appreciate it. Reach out to me if you'd like. But thank you, Daniel. I appreciate you having me on. Thanks for your leadership.
Yeah, no problem. My pleasure, man. We had a question in there if you're going to be in Austin, but I don't think with what you're doing right now you can swing that, or else you probably would, right?
Yeah, if I'm going to be in Austin, Texas.
Well, I think they meant Austin. I'm pretty sure they were referring to San Antonio, the national event.
Oh, no, but I would definitely, one more thing, definitely find a way to get there. Live events are huge. But no, I can't leave here right now. Sorry, guys. I'd probably get arrested if I did.
Yeah, let's not have that happen. Although I would understand why, but we don't want to push that for sure. But yeah, I'm sure 100% you'll be at the next one because there will be more. And I think there was even, I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but there was even talks of when the next one's going to be. But we'll wait for that to happen. So yeah, man, listen, yeah, you take care. Again, be safe out there, and appreciate you for protecting and serving and doing your thing. Hats off to you for that, and I thank you for your service. And other than that, man, awesome job. And again, appreciate you getting up early and taking the time to be with us.
No problem. Thank you. See you guys.
Awesome. So listen, guys, we'll see you very, very soon. For those of you guys that have not gotten started yet, I'm going to throw a little link in here, and nobody else put any links, please. But if you guys haven't gotten started yet and you want to get started right now, and you can come hang out with myself and Austin and many other leaders hitting the leaderboard every single day, just go to nls1d.com. You guys get started today right now for one measly little buck, one stinking little dollar. You guys can get started. But other than that, we'll see you guys live on the next video. As always, we will see you in the leaderboard. Stay tuned tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern for Richard and John as they bring you some value. And also stay tuned on Thursday night for Janet Legier at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Y'all have a fantastic evening. Austin, thank you very much, sir.
See you, sir.